All right. So today we're going to do a little fishing logic. We're going to do keep track of the biggest fish instead of the total weight of the fish. So how are we going to do that? And then also just going to show how we can easily put together a little shop. All right, let's hop into the rules. Let's see what I got going on here. Fish catching system. RNG fish weight. So instead of total fish weight, let's change that variable to biggest catch. So we're not going to do this math anymore. So on the zero weight, we're going to do a compare. So we need a new compare number. Let's just bring this out to the end. We're going to need a new compare. So this one is the .0 weight. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab the biggest catch, or we're going to check the biggest catch variable. And if it is less than our RNG fish weight, then we need to set, let's go set biggest catch. Novel, what's up? Good to see you in chat. So we're going to replace the total fish with the biggest one. So we did catch a fish. Is the biggest catch less than our RNG fish weight? And if it is, then we're going to set that. And I took the total weight one and I just changed it over to the biggest catch. So after we set biggest catch, we should be able to use that message every single time and replace. And we're going to edit a number value. So when we set the biggest catch, we're going to say we want biggest catch equal to the last fish, RNG fish weight. So those two rules should be it. Hopefully that gives enough time to do all that. So we're getting rid of this math rule. Not going to keep track of the total weight. If you do want to keep track of the total weight, you can leave that and then just make a new variable. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Drive safe. I'll make sure this video gets over to my YouTube so that it'll be around forever. So we just have to change this to the 1 weight. We have 7 different things that you can get a weight for. And then we don't need to change anything else. Well, we don't need that either. So we just need to do one of these for all the different fish we can get. Cast fish to weight. That's the message that comes out. After we catch it. And it knows the weight. I'm just going to do all these quick to make sure they work. Let's catch. And then after this, we'll do a little currency work. Okay, so that should work. Wait a second. If we go back to the on-player join board, the only thing I need to do is just change the name of this. So the currency biggest catch. This is your biggest catch now. All right, let's see if it works. Start with the little worm. Biggest catch, 28. Worm. Ooh, bobber went right away. Fish got away. Three. So 28 stayed up. That's good sign. Okay, use the next bait. Aw. $36. Okay. $93. Perfect. So yeah, that should work. $12 did not replace 93. Let's just use up the minnows. See if we can beat 93. Oh, I didn't click on my bobber. Oh man. Well, there we go. That should work pretty good. If you switch over the variable and then just give a compare. Just have to make a few rules. And then currency. So you have a little shack back here that you can talk to a guy, and he's got an asker. So you should be able to buy stuff right from him. And I did have a currency board. I think I was going to the bait system. Oh, the game crashed. I think I saved it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. The only thing I didn't save was me changing the HUD. Alright, so then I was planning on doing currency in the bait system board. So we'll switch over there. This is the biggest catch now. Let's go over to the bait system. So this is the bait system that's checking to see if we have the bait in the tackle box. Um, it'd probably be easiest if we just left this underneath this, I guess. And if you're working in your own project, it might be cool to be able to use this preset. So let's just add in a shop and see what happens. So we're going to use the shop preset. So shop add money. This is the currency that I made up. They add their own stuff, so money, currency, depends what you want to have it, or you can just rename money to currency and have that one. So shop add money, that's how you add money with this message. You can add money. Compare shop item 1. So this could be if you want to buy the worms. Shop item 1. So let's say you sell the worms for 100. We'll just leave it like the preset. How many items do they have? 2. So it's going to check your money. If it's greater or equal to 100, then it's going to be purchased. If it's less than 100, then it's going to be failed. So only one of these are ever going to be true. And then the purchased item hops over here and it makes sure it takes 100 away. But it doesn't do any logic to add your worms or anything. And then shop item 2. We don't need this. We don't need this. So the preset helps a little bit to get you started, but it's still a little confusing. Okay, shop item 1, shop item 2. I'll pull these off, I guess. And then can have shop item 3. Aw. Shop item 4. We'll say this one is 500. I don't know. Whatever you want to do for prices. Shop item 3 purchase. I don't really like to use these messages, but the presets are pretty much how I learned all of this stuff in the first place when the new GameMaker came out. So yeah, mess around with them. So this will be minus 300. And if you want to add this to, if you want to add these rules that I'm making right into your other thing, I can copy them and send them to you. Didn't we just do this? There. And so the only thing that's really missing is like a banner tells you that you failed. So what was that message? Purchase failed. Shop purchase failed. We're going to use the banner. Not enough money. Excuse me. And then you'll want to tie these purchase messages into some math that gives you the bait. So one purchased. These say this is the worms. So we're gonna go bait worms, and we'll give you 5 worms. And if we get 2 purchased, we are going to take our next bait and give you whatever an amount. And then the last one, like that. Item 3 purchased. So not only do we need to subtract away the money, we have to add in the new bait. And we have a banner for fail. So you had a gentleman back here that was an asker. And that's perfect. It's exactly what you want. So we're going to put an asker on here. Buy bait with me. This is max. Let's say worms 100, crawfish 300, minnow 500, something like that. And then it was what? Shop item 1, shop item 2, shop item 3, where does 3 and 4 and stuff come from? Okay, and then let's give us a little start money. 1,000. And then since it added that new money variable that I didn't change out, I need to switch this variable on the HUD for the new money one. And that should be the meat and potatoes of the currency shop. So we got $1,000. Worms went up by 5, went down 100. Crawfish, we should have $600 left and 12 crawdads. Minnow, we should have $100 left and have 8 minnows. That didn't work. I must not have done the beginning of that part, but the first 2 are working. All right, let's fix the minnows and then make sure the banner's working when we don't have enough money. So this isn't working because I didn't do the beginning part for the minnows. Oh, that's what I did. So that's why I was getting confused. This should also be shop item 3, because only one of them is going to be right. And then also it added in another button that we can just play with now as well. They gave us a message to add money. So let's put that there for now. All right. So that should be everything. Okay. So we should have no money up to 13. And now it should say we don't have enough money. Not enough money. And then this guy's adding money. Not enough money. Not enough money. So there you have it. $84. I haven't gotten a big one since I did this. Come on. Hey, there we go. Got one. All right, so yeah, if you have any questions or any other things that you would like to explore, just let me know. And I can send you most of that logic over if you don't want to work on it. I'll make sure this video gets over to YouTube. All right. So, what are we going to do here? So last time when we were working on Misty Mountain, we were finishing up the Nasali quests. And we did most of that. The red diamond was broken. I can fix that. But what was I gonna work on? Putting basic askers in and toggling them so that if you talk to Nasali later at any point, he'll always talk to you about something. Not that he's going to give you facts or anything. He's just going to be like, hey, how's that quest going? So I want one in between asker so I don't have to do a bunch of work. I want one asker that's in between. That's always like, hey, how's your quest going? Come back to me when your current geology quest is finished. Something like that. So that we only have to make one of those askers. And just toggle it on each time. Alright, so something I do need to do here is... Oops. Red diamond. Red diamond. So make sure we save over this. Drop red diamond. All right. All right, so we can get rid of all of this. Start over. All right, just give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Okay. So let's see. How are we going to do this? Asker Nosali. Nasali. Okay. So I'm using button Nasali, which I might turn into a trigger volume. We're gonna need multiplayer askers so the rules can talk to them easier. And Nasali's gonna say collect 20 coal. And you say, okay. Nothing comes out of here. So, what's this? Button Nasali. These are old messages. Let's go to the gameplay. And the boards, we're going to be at the Nasali Geology quests. We're up to 12 boards. Let's keep it up. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go to the top. Launch.0 go. Okay. Launch.0 go. Collect 20 coal. Okay. And then this is going to have a toggle on it. Or it could have a plant, really. Let's do a plant. So it just goes away, I guess. So these are all the plants. And it gets killed with the next message. Which is completion.0.go. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to toggle them off anyway. Okay. Okay. So we can kill this one with completion.0 go, even though we don't really have to. Just good practice, I guess. Make sure we only talk to it once, too. And then there's going to be an asker that is not a plant. That it can talk constantly. And it is a toggle. Initially it's off. And this one's going to go with all the completion messages, I think. Actually. This might not know when to turn itself off exactly. Because... Actually, I'm not going to have something in the middle. He would talk to you if you came back and it wasn't done, but if it was done and you went back and talked to him, he would say, "How's your quest going?" And then he would say, "Good job," or whatever. So, yeah, I'm not going to have a middle one. What's the best thing to do here? I guess this one can be the action message. I'll say, Good job collecting 20 coal. You now have Title 1. These things will only come out once. Launch.1 go. Action.1. Good job collecting 20 iron. You now have Title 2. Let's test that out. What's up, Nasman? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. I shot you a message on Discord, Nasman, if you want to talk over there. Let's see how this feels. Collect 20 coal. Okay. Oh my gosh, I pushed the wrong button. I really do need to figure out a way to test this stuff faster. Oh, shoot. Maybe I could use a banner or something to say, how is your quest going? I want something in the middle. But the way I made the quests work, It's not so simple. Just use a speaker. Use a speaker. And then kill it and spawn it when we want it and kill it. We can do that. It's a bit of a pain in the butt, but what isn't? Where am I looking here? Two, three, four, five, six. 12, 18, 19, 20. I'll just do iron 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoot. All right, there's 20. So with buttons being like extremely far interaction range nowadays, unless I'm doing something weird, I was thinking we could just have trigger volumes on everything instead of buttons. So you can talk to things when you just run up to them instead of interacting with them. So we'll just make like a small sphere around them. And this one is going to be the button is Solly. Nothing on exit, and it gets sent up to the rules. No, we're not going to put a speaker on that. Play game for fun in the house. What's up? Good to see you in chat. Hope you're having a good day. Those are good days. There we go. Much faster. So that action message didn't get back to the asker. It stayed in the rules. The message stayed in the rules. So I'm trying to use action 0 to get this asker to work because action 0 comes out of this quest when it's done. And action 0 does some stuff up in the rules, but apparently it doesn't get sent out to the environment. Because I use action 0 to do stuff right here and right here. Lots of action 0 stuff. And then I guess we're also going to do another one, events. Send a message. So when we get action 0, let's send action 0 go down to specific tags. And we'll just haul those tags in a solid. Okay. So let's put the Nasali tag on these. Okay, so action dot 0 go. And this one's going to be action dot 1 go. Even though it's not done yet. Just test it out. Launch dot 0 go, and then this needs to get changed to launch dot 1 go. Why didn't that work? Oh. We don't even need to destroy these, so let's just stop worrying about it. Okay, let's see if this one works. Hello, Nasali. Collect 20 coal. Okay. Man, you can collect a lot at the same time. Okay. No. Doesn't pop up. Do they need to be player needed messages to get askers to pop up nowadays? Maybe. Hmm. Well, we'll continue working on this tomorrow. I've run out of time that I can work on things today. Gotta get some work done. But I appreciate everybody who dropped in today. We did a little fishing logic to start, and then just a little bit of Misty Mountain to get us going for the week. I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, actually, tomorrow's Lucky Miner Wednesday, so I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow, but I'll definitely be back on Thursday. But much love, everybody. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good day. I'll talk to you later.